Shein, the online fashion behemoth eyeing a London IPO, faced a grilling from a parliamentary committee, leaving lingering questions about its ethical sourcing and future prospects. The hearing, a critical juncture before its potential market debut, exposed significant vulnerabilities within the company's supply chain and regulatory landscape. The committee's central focus centered on allegations of forced Uyghur labor in Xinjiang, China. Shein's CEO, Chris Su, referred to as Zhu in the original report, failed to definitively assure the committee that its products were free from Xinjiang cotton. This evasive response drew sharp criticism, with one MP accusing Su of willful ignorance, a damning indictment highlighting the company's apparent lack of transparency and commitment to ethical sourcing. The inability to provide concrete assurances regarding the provenance of its materials casts a long shadow over Shein's image and its planned IPO, potentially deterring investors concerned about reputational damage and legal liabilities associated with human rights violations. The lack of a clear, concise, and verifiable commitment to eliminating Xinjiang cotton from its supply chain raises serious questions about the company's corporate social responsibility and its long-term sustainability. Investors are increasingly scrutinizing companies' ethical practices, and Shein's ambiguous stance on this critical issue could significantly impact its fundraising efforts. Further compounding the ethical concerns were revelations about underage workers in Shein's supply chain. Zhu disclosed cases involving children as young as 15 years and 3 months, contradicting Shein's previous statements. The company's earlier claims cited older ages for the underage workers discovered in 2023, 15 years and 11 months, and 15 years and 9 months, raising questions about the accuracy and completeness of its internal investigations and its commitment to child labor prevention. This discrepancy not only undermines Shein's credibility, but also exposes the potential for systemic failures within its supplier oversight mechanisms. The inconsistent reporting of child labor raises serious concerns about the effectiveness of Shein's due diligence processes and its ability to guarantee ethical labor practices throughout its extensive supply chain. This incident will likely increase pressure from NGOs, consumers, and regulatory bodies for stricter oversight and accountability measures. Beyond the ethical concerns, Shein faces significant headwinds in the U.S. market, a crucial territory for its global sales. The Trump administration's potential repeal of the $800 de minimis rule poses a substantial threat to Shein's business model. This rule currently allows Shein to ship goods to U.S. consumers below a certain value without imposing import taxes. Its removal would significantly increase the cost of shipping for Shein, potentially impacting its competitive advantage and reducing its profitability. The increased shipping costs could drive up prices for consumers, impacting demand and potentially eroding Shein's market share against competitors who might be less susceptible to the impact of the rule change. This potential regulatory shift underscores the volatile nature of the global trade environment and highlights the significant risks associated with Shein's reliance on favorable trade policies. The company's long-term success in the U.S. market hinges on its ability to adapt to this potential regulatory change and mitigate its negative consequences. The parliamentary hearing illuminated serious challenges for Shein, raising critical questions about its commitment to ethical sourcing, supply chain transparency, and long-term sustainability. The inconsistencies in its statements regarding child labor and its ambiguous stance on Xinjiang cotton significantly damage its credibility and could jeopardize its highly anticipated London IPO. The impending changes in U.S. trade policy further exacerbate these challenges, illustrating the multifaceted obstacles Shein must overcome to secure its future. The company's response, or lack thereof, to these critical issues will be closely scrutinized by investors, consumers, and regulatory bodies alike, shaping the trajectory of its future success.